So we're here again in Cannes for another world debut, another exclusive on Saxdor. This is the all-new 400 GTS. I'm going to give you a full detailed video walkthrough of this awesome all-new model. So this all-new Saxdor 400 GTS sits on the same hull as the 400 GTO and GTC, but the top deck up is different. I'll show you what makes this stand out from the other two models. So this boat has a huge platform on each side of the engine and a fantastic walkway from port to starboard. You've also got access through the gate on both sides. Now this transom gate is different to that of the 400 GTO and GTC. It comes down all the way to the bottom here and it locks into position. It's nice tubular design and it's really nice quality. Also at the back of the boat, you've got an optional ski pole, which is something 400 owners have been asking for. So it really does make this boat a fantastic water sports platform. There's also the option of an inflator for your water toys. At the back of the boat, you've got storage here for fenders. And over on this side, you've got a wet bar with a sink and a grill. Immediately under the floor here, in addition to the storage on your starboard side, you've got a good storage locker under each of these floor lockers here. This boat has the famous drop-down sides, which are on every Saxdor upward of 32 feet. To drop them down is very simple. So with the sides down, this gives you an immense amount of space here. So the boat we have before us today does have a lot of options on it, but this one has got the additional rear sun pad option on top of the rear cabin. As standard, you'll have water sports storage in there. I'll go into that in a little bit more detail in a moment. The table here is electrically operated, so you can really get the adjustment right for the seating of the people around the table. You can get about 4 people each side of the table, so plenty of room for dining for 8 people. And when this is out, you're not interrupting the walkway through the boat in any way whatsoever, so you can still get from each side of the platform to the helm, to the wet bar, down below or up front. It's a fantastic layout and it's all about space. Now this rear-facing bench seat is also available as an electric option. Now what that does is transforms from a rear-facing bench seat to a forward-facing bench seat at the press of a button. It's very similar to that option that is available on the 400 GTO and 400 GTC. What it does is allows all 3 rows of passengers to be forward-facing while underway. Underneath this rear bench seat, we've got a great size locker, which at the moment I think it's got some life jackets and stuff in there. The ski pole also has its own designated area in there as well. I'm going to say it's a really deep storage locker. So in addition to this, there's storage on each side of the boat on the floor level and on the side. So far we've got an immense amount of space. So to convert this area into a sun pad with this optional sun lounger, we open this table up, lower it down to the right height, release this lever and then pull and lift out. Level it up with the button if you want. And then as you can see, this has got an absolutely enormous sun lounging space. So I'm not the smallest of people, but as you can see, you can easily get 3 widthways on this. But in addition to that, across the back, you can even get a couple widthways. When you've done enough sunbathing and you want to put it away, go back to the dining position, you grab this handle here and lift up. And then just tuck the base back in tight. So this forward-facing bench seat is extremely comfortable and you feel very, very secure when you're in it. Obviously you've got very high sides on the boat when they're up, but you've also got these armrests to each side with cup holders. Overhead, you're completely covered from the sunlight here while you're dining. However, there is a nice big piece of glazing above you, so it's letting all the light in, but it is tinted. Then also above you, you've got some lighting, which I'll show you later in the evening. This boat comes as standard with a non-slip diamond grip. It's also going to be available with a foam flooring, but this boat is fitted with flexi-teak. Now this is new, it does differ from the 400 GTO and the GTC. It has a different line to it, so the lines still run forwards like it does on the other boats, but on the side platforms here they run true with them as well, so it gives you a much bigger open feel. Also with the detailing on this 400 GTS, they've wrapped the teak around the side of the boat and also started doing the tops of the storage lockers and also down the side decks completely, top side. I think you'll agree it looks absolutely stunning. One of the things I really love about this all-new 400 GTS is the styling on the T-top. The structure on this has got a combination of some metal, which has got a nice satin black finish to it. You've got the tinted black glass as well, and then obviously you've got a nice contrast with the flooring, or the white or the grey or the blue hull, whichever one you go for. You've also got the GTS logo very prominent in the glass, which looks fantastic. One thing you'll probably notice as I'm showing you this is this other piece of glazing here. Now this is a really smart idea, so it's very much an open boat, but if you're ever out in rougher conditions and you do want a little bit more protection up at the wheelhouse, what this piece of glazing does is slide forward on this track and then locks in place to extend the wheelhouse, which I'll show you in more detail in a moment. So it's standard on the boat, you will get this wet bar and then you can upgrade other items on it. As you can see, there's a huge amount of storage here and in these drawers. At either side of the top, you've got cup holders, pop-up lights, which I'll show you later. Under here, this is fitted with a twin burner hob. You've also got the sink, and then you've got an insulated box here that you can put ice in or use as a chiller. You've also got a really nice cutting board there with an engraved Saxdor logo. So to the opposite side of the wet bar, you have got two fridges on this boat. You can spec a fridge and an ice maker if you want, but this one has two fridges on it, which are a really good size. In addition to the storage space you have in the locker opposite. On the subject of storage space, directly beneath this huge walkway in between your fridges and your wet bar, you have got this locker here. So if you decide to go for the rear cabin option on this boat and you really don't want to use it as storage space, this locker is just the place for you. You can get your wakeboards, your skis, all your wet gear in here. It really is a very useful and very large storage area. So moving forward into the boat, we've got 3 standard forward-facing bucket seats. They all have flip-up bolsters, they have side support on them, they're extremely comfortable, they're really nicely finished, they've got lots of detailing on them, they've got the square embossed pattern, and these seats are actually finished in the optional honey colour. Now as standard you get marble, which is like a light grey, but you can also have a coral blue, Florida blue, nougat, or even the cognac. The cognac is like an orange colour, which is in Saxdor's DNA. Each of the 3 forward-facing people all have a footrest. There's a twin footrest that lift up here in numerous positions, and then you've got a drop-down footrest for the port side passenger here too. Wherever you're sitting in this boat, whether you're the passenger or the driver, you've got a great position, a great comfortable, secure position to be in. You've got grab handles here, which you can even hold here. You've got a grab handle at the front here, directly in front of you, and the same for the passenger. On the port side, you've got the footrest, and you've also got a bar identical on that side for holding on to. Both port and starboard forward-facing bucket seats, in addition to sliding backwards and forwards, also have 3 positions, so they can face forwards, face backwards, face out to the side of the boat, and with the addition of the flip-up bolster, it gives you the perfect sitting or leaning position outwards for fishing. Under the bucket seats here, you have your 2 remotes for your isolators, which shut down or power up all of the batteries on the boat in one go. The new 400 GTS can be spec'd with a roof, or it can have an additional upgrade, which is the retractable roof, which is one touch. So this roof is very similar to the roof used on the Saxdor 320 GTC, which has been in the market now since 2021. It's been extremely durable and it works fantastically well. It's very quiet when underway, but also it opens up this large space here, so you've got lots of sunlight coming in, and it really does open this boat up. When you're not using the boat, there's an additional cover which goes on externally on the roof, which covers and protects your soft top. So the windscreen on this boat is full height, and it goes from the sides, from the front, all the way onto the T-top and wraps around. So when you're using this, in addition to the closed roof and these really smart optional side doors, you really can get out of the elements in rougher weather. If you'd like to go for an audio package on the 400, there's two options available. One is a very good 6-speaker stereo system, and in addition to that, you can go for an advanced stereo system, which gives you 10 speakers, subwoofer, and a different head unit. Also, when looking at the roof, it's worth noting you've got real good detailing up here. You've got nice, smooth fiberglass finish and a contrast of the fabric panels, but you've also got lots of spotlight downlighters, and you've also got these stereo speakers facing downwards above your head. As with all Saxdors, the Helm is a fantastic place to be. This boat's no different. You've got a fantastic centre position here, so you really can feel the balance of the boat nicely. You can see the bow very easily all the way around, both corners for docking it. It's a very easy and comfortable boat to drive. You've got tilt steering here, and as I said to you previously, you've got a multi-position adjustable footrest, multi-position adjustable seat, and a flip-up bolster if you want to stand when you're driving. Both the throttles are in a fantastic position. These are the Mercury throttles. They're all fly-by-wire, extremely easy to use and very smooth. This boat's also fitted with a joystick. Now that is an option on this boat. As standard with your 300s, it's not an option, but with your 350s and your V10s, you can have this as an option should you wish to choose it. So these are the very latest screens up in front from Simrad. You get one as standard, which would be exactly in that position, and this has got the advanced package, so it's got the additional screen over to the starboard side. So if you go for either the aircon or the heating package on this boat, you've got numerous outlets, but you've also got these outlets here in the dash which are integrated, which are a fantastic addition to have. All of your switches on here are not cluttered at all. They're all backlit, they're all lit when in use, and you can see very clearly what button you're pressing when you need to get to it. To the right of the joystick, you've got the bow thruster, which is a must on one of these boats because it makes it so easy to drive it with it. And then to the right hand side of that, you've got the very latest trim tab system, which I'm very much looking forward to test. Again, to your right, you've got a couple of cup holders for the passenger and the driver, and you've got a mobile phone wireless charging port on your right. Directly below the cup holders, you've got this really nicely finished Saxdor embossed grab handle, and directly below that you also have a storage shelf too. Immediately below that shelf there is a VHF radio as well. Below the helm there's also a very useful storage bag. This boat is also fitted with a wash wiper as well for extreme conditions. One of the features on this boat I really do like is the walkway on the starboard side. So you've got a full walk through to this point here, but at this point you've got steps up which allow you to get off the boat on a more challenging higher dock. On the port side, up to this point is identical to the starboard side, but this side you can walk all the way through. So you've got nice deep sides all the way down, grab handle finished nice stainless steel, all the way down the length of the boat. Now this boat's fitted with the optional sofa seating at the front. It's also available with a table and an infill cushion which can drop down with the table to turn this into a very large sun lounging area. The grab handles are also continued down the starboard side here for maximum security. You've got 6 cup holders up in the front as well, and you've got storage under this seat and storage under this seat. Below this cushion here, you've got ventilation or an escape hatch for the cabin down below. This locker at the front houses the optional catapult windlass. This windscreen and T-top are beautifully finished. It looks absolutely stunning, perfectly balanced. You've got a really nice sloping screen. It's available with a forward-facing spotlight for more challenging conditions, and there's room up top for all the navigation equipment and radar that you need. So let's now see what it looks like at night. This boat's fitted with the underwater lights, which is a nice option to have in a night environment. There's lots of lighting coming from underneath this sun pad, which I'll show you in a moment. Moving forward into the dining area, as you can see, this area is beautifully lit up. We've got a number of overhead downlighters, which do an amazing job of lighting this area up. Also on the wet bar, you've got these couple of pop-up or pop-down lights, which are a really nice addition. You've also got mood lighting around the floors as well, just lighting the deck up. So moving forward into the wheelhouse, you can see the lighting's continued in the roof throughout. Again, lots of downlighters coming through from the T-top. The dashboard is all lit up as well. So as I said before, you've got all these switches that are in use, backlit, so you can see exactly what you're pressing at night. As you can see, the dashboard here has now been dimmed to the night view, so it doesn't reflect off your screen at night and makes nighttime navigation much easier. So moving forward down the walkway, as you can see along the deck, there's lots of lights guiding you up to the bow, which gives a really nice ambience in the evening. When you spec the additional table up here, this is a fantastic place to go and enjoy a drink in the evening. So up on the bow, you've got your red and green navigation lights, accompanied with the rear white light or the anchor light on the roof. And in addition to that, it's available with a forward-facing spotlight, which is extremely effective in challenging conditions. The boat also has a really nice Saxdor 400 GTS backlit logo running down the bow of the boat. Let's go down below and see what the cabin's like. As you can see, this is a really good bed here for two. I'm 5'11" and there's a good foot of headroom easily above my head when I'm fully stretched out, and even more so if I go at a slight angle. So this is a good sized bed here. You've got overhead glazing here and here. And if you want to just see the stars at night, you can leave that open. Or if you want some privacy, you slide the blinds across for full blackout. We've also got glazing in the side here, which is completely private due to the sidewalk here, but allows the light in. But if you want to black out again, you've got blinds here as well. There is low-level lighting in the storage shelves either side, and overhead lighting, but there's also red and white reading lights. As I said, there's plenty of storage down the sides, and over to this side, you've got a full-height top-hanging wardrobe. And on the opposite side of it, you've got shelving running down from top to bottom. There's also an extending seat on the starboard side here, which just gives you even more space to relax. Over to the starboard side, when you come into the cabin, you've got this really nice mirrored door, which leads directly into your private shower room and heads. In the shower room, you have lots of storage with cupboards, lots of mirrors, a fold-down seat over the toilet, lots of lighting. So there's also a fantastic storage space directly under these folding steps, which is also available as a child bed option with a mattress. So if you want more accommodation on this boat and you don't go for the standard toy storage, then you've got the optional aft cabin package, which to get access to, you press the button here, lift up here, that seat slides forward, and you have easy access straight down into the cabin. You can see this is an extremely spacious cabin. So when you select this option, you get in all the wooden cabinetry, the mattresses, the lighting, the windows, and then you can select the blinds as well. There's opening windows either side, and obviously you've got this opening roof here. If you select the heating or aircon, you also have the outlets in here. There is lighting all the way around the boat, and you've got lots of storage. So you've got cupboards to each side here, and you've got storage down this side and overhead as well. It's an extremely comfortable, cozy place to be. So this awesome all-new Saxdor 400 GTS is available in the UK, including VAT, for as little as £270,000. That does vary from region to region based on different levels of VAT and shipping, but that is, I'm sure you'll agree, an extremely competitive price. So I hope you found this walkthrough presentation helpful. If you'd like any more information on this all-new Saxdor 400 GTS or anything else in the Saxdor line, please do not hesitate to get in contact on 01758 703 013. Send us an email, sales@idealboat.com, or visit our YouTube channel and subscribe. If you'd like to see a video on the awesome Saxdor 400 GTC, please click here. If you'd like to see more videos on the Saxdor range, please click here. Or to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please click here. Thank you for watching.